This week in class, we covered a lot of ground on how stress and emotions impact the workplace. As someone from the psychology program, these topics hit a little close to home with me as they connect with everything that I've been studying really for the past year or so. One thing that stood out to me was emotional dissonance. It's basically when there's a gap between how we feel on the inside and how we portray on the outside. This can apply to things like customer service or leadership roles where you may have to put on a certain face that may not be exactly how we feel on the inside. It's fascinating that people can do this, but it can also be a bit challenging because it can sometimes add on some stress and affect your mental health when you're having to act in a way that you don't feel on the inside all the time. We also dove into emotional cognition, which is all about how we understand and deal with our own emotions and those of others. This ties directly into emotional intelligence, which is like basically a superpower in the workplace. People who are emotionally intelligent tend to be better leaders with collaborators because they can read situations well and handle tricky situations with empathy and clarity. I also really enjoyed talking about the human performance curve, which shows how stress impacts our productivity. It's a delicate balance because even a little bit of stress can push us to perform better, like a big presentation, much like the ones we have coming up, but too much stress can lead to burnout and decreased performance over time. Understanding this curve helps us to see why managing stress is so important to any job. This super fascinated me because I'm very interested in if multiple people throughout a workplace may have similar or different stress thresholds, and if a leader may be able to pick up on those, or how they would be able to, ethically at least, pick up on those and see where each person peaks at their performance with their natural healthy stress. I think that would be really beneficial to a team if someone were able to do that. So, hopefully, there's a way. Work life balance was another really hot topic. We talked about how role conflict, when different roles in your life clash, role juggling, trying to balance multiple responsibilities, and role overload, like feeling like you have too much on your plate, can really mess with your well being. I try to talk to my tutors about this all the time because they are students, they are student employees, they have a life outside, and a lot of them have second jobs outside of tutoring. So they have a lot on their plates, and being able to create that work life balance is important. You don't want to fall into things like desk rage from the stress or even like gain health consequences from involving yourself too much and stressing yourself out so much that you don't take the time to care for yourself because you can't pour from an empty cup. And I feel like that applies in both the psychology world and also the business world. You have to be able to take care of yourself. We were able to brainstorm some coping strategies, much like the list provided in this class, such as like setting boundaries, practicing mindfulness, and improving management skills to help us navigate these challenges. Overall, this week's discussion has given me a deeper appreciation for how emotions and stress play in organizational settings. I'm really looking forward to exploring how these ideas um, apply in real world situations, my tutoring center, and my career as I go on. Thank you.